My counselor Phyllis told my mom in a meeting, she said, large crowds probably stress her out. That's bullshit. I went to Dave Matthews and had a great time with my kids. Phyllis is full of bullshit, and it's hurt me. I haven't been invited to family things, like at the lake. It's just, what do you do? I have no money. I mean, and then my sister, after my mom died, I was living with Morgan. I'd kind of rescued her from Jerry's. And I said, what are we going to do Thanksgiving? And Morgan said, well, we're going out to Aunt Jennifer's. And she did it at Christmas, too. And let's just mention what John was talking about, affect. We were sitting at the table, and he asked me to define the word affect, which I did. And he said, well, no, this is a little different. So I kind of got the feeling that maybe their marriage is not as rock solid as they present. I know Jennifer's told me sex hurts her. John is very athletic, and Jennifer's really not. But I like talking to John, but yeah, I mean, I like talking to a lot of people. And he's intelligent, you know. He's a doctor, medical doctor, but no. I mean, truly, after what I went through in my childhood with my dad going crazy and marrying my brother's girlfriend's mother, Joyce, and my mom going crazy and everybody going crazy and me having an eating disorder and having to go to court to testify against my mother so my dad could keep the farm. And then they dropped me off at VCU and I almost died from eating disorder. But not to look back in anger. I'm not angry. What I want is to get money, marry someone that wants to be part of World Preschool, maybe Johnny Depp. I love Liam Gallagher is, you know, he's who he is. But anyway, and I want to buy the farm from they sold it, they said, for $2 million, but we could pay $4 million and get John and Jennifer where they want to be. And I think Jennifer would rather live in Charlottesville if she had the money. Honestly, I'm not kicking her off. It's just she hates it out there because she's so isolated and lonely. She needs to be around other doctors' wives and things like that. She likes those activities. She has terrible arthritis, which I've told her it's from stress of trying to control. She wants to control everything. She even told Alan Hollins one time, she said, we have to control her. Me. So I got therapy. I mean, I got a lot of therapy, and whatever went on in our household, Jennifer's never had therapy. And when I try to help her, she's lost. I send her the Kama Sutra, and they just disappear. I send her music. I send her books to read. She just is isolated and cut off from any kind of reality. She wants to live in her little fake world. And I'm not mad, I mean, whatever. I think I'm probably still friends with my brother, but people have to walk a fine line with Jennifer and John being the owners of the farm. My dad at dinner, at the Thanksgiving dinner, Jerry drove James out there to the farm. Dad said, I wish Beth were here. And Jerry's like starting to drink, and my dad yelled at him. He said, you can't have any more drink. You're not going to kill my grandson. So, to help Jennifer and John, I want to pay him $4 million, and then just maybe buy Irene's farm if her children don't want it, and we can just make a compound for children, foster kids, a home away from home, so they can circulate through once or twice a year and just come and stay at the farm like I used to do, and it meant so much to me. I think I had some PTSD a little bit. I was very shy, but I used to like to just wander around that farm. There's no broken glass like in Creighton. And you can take yourself on an adventure down to the creek. The creek, my grandmama used to say, had gold in it. She said, go pan for gold. Apparently it did. So I would just put cabins and hair sheep, and I would like to finance this through my book writing, my paintings, anything that I can sell to finance this for the children, to build a better world. And coming out to the farm for a couple of weeks, can change a child's perspective. Because I live there. Even though in my heart and mind I'm in the city with the bricks and the hot asphalt, I live in my mind at that beautiful undeveloped piece of property except the house and the stable. We didn't really even have good fencing. I would have miniature horses for the kids to play with. Please do this because it's going to make a difference in these children's lives. I want to do that. I'm having my soul tickle my eyes. Because when you go over and you see what poverty and poor and uneducation does to people, we don't want America to be run down to desolate. We have to educate our children. And if you don't have a car and you can't get to Disney, you can come out to the farm and we're going to take care of you. And we'll have college kids teach it. We'll garden and we'll have livestock that you can be around. I called Maymont one time and they said no, they wouldn't do it because they didn't want the element of Creighton Court or Mosby or Gilpin because they were discussing the animals and it cost $25. So I called them. I said, could you bring a bus up from Gilpin? And they refused to help them. They said it's not the element. They don't want that stigma of that. And I always wonder who built the koi pond. Was it the black segregated people?